Slab Hub.
Well. Is this not what you were expecting, executives? That's right. I'm Alex Winkink Michael. I'm the company man, the numbers guy. And we're having to make a little few changes around here on Slab Hub. You see, I've decided to diversify my branding, my business a little bit here. And this is what we refer to in the corporate industry as a hostile takeover. That's right. Slabby Boy Hub. We're going to rebrand it, maybe rename it. I'm kind of tooling around with it a little bit, but I hope that you guys are ready for a new direction, and you're just going to have to deal with it. I don't know what else to tell you here. I mean, this is what happens when you diversify your brand. So we get into a little bit of adult content. You know how it is here. But I got to welcome you to Slab Hub, episode 39, The Company Man, He Cometh.
Thank you very much Alex, for coming on in. Appreciate it. We literally sprung that on him like 60 seconds ago, more or less. And thank you very much for being a good sport and putting it along there.
Awesome.
With that, though, I understand
Awesome.
you have directions on our new branding, and that is no more Pokemon slabs. Is that correct?
Man. Yeah, those are
All right.
Those are out. Yeah.
Thank you. See, sorry, Tyler. Everybody, welcome to the Slab Hub. Happy to have you guys all here with you. It's Liz Crucius. Thank you, as always, Ruben, Ben. We're going to fly through these. Shop, Paul, Digger Jim, Chris, we know you. James, back on his winning ways. Happy to have you there. Stephen C., thank you for coming. The king of all nerds, Taylor Winder. That's his new name now. I'm dubbing it the king of all nerds. Navs, how you doing, guys? Yeah, that's a great business sense right there. Diversifying your portfolio is always a good idea. Keeps you up and Mad Spidey, you're awake, kind of. Well, that's okay, buddy. Guess what? I have right here, buddy. This is the box that's going to Australia for my Australian comic book friends and fiends. Nice. Mad Spidey, it's going on out to you this week. We'll be shipping it. Should be there early March, according to stuff. And then you guys will be able to rock the great Fat Stacks merchandise. Thank you very much for all you guys' support over there in Australia. I know it sucks being isolated from everyone. Want to make you guys feel a part of it all. Yes, bow to the king of all nerds. Very good. So everybody, you guys know how this show works. And if you don't, well, let me give you a breakdown. We like to have a guest come on from the comic book community, and we like to talk about slabs here, investment grade comics. And when it comes to investment grade comics, there's no better man to have come on, and the company man himself, who's going to crunch the numbers for us, or he's just going to tell some stories, because this is really about what's in his look into what's in Alex's PC. What kind of books make the difference between the books that we're investing in, or we're looking at, or we're bringing in for the mystery boxes, and we're reselling stuff, versus what's the stuff that means a little bit something special to you that you like to hold on to. And so Alex will take us on a journey, and he'll peek into some of his collection. Along the way, we'll ask some questions. You guys in the audience, if you have questions of either about any of the books you show, or you just have generic questions about grading comic books or anything else, please pop them in there. We like to take the opportunity to answer those questions for you along the way. And I don't, this is an element that hasn't been brought up in a long time, at least when it was on my show, or when I was showing off all my slabs, but I'll bring it up there because generally there's always if you see a book you're interested in, you never know, even though it's a PC book, it might be available for the right price. The price may not be fair market value, but for the right price, generally almost anything is available. Right, Alex?
That's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see something that you want and you're willing to pay any number, who knows? You can always reach out.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, just say it. And along the way, of course, halfway through, we're going to do the pool. We got 2 pools going on today, as always. 6 book pools from the box of comics. Some of those can have bonus pools. Some of them will have Slab Hub mugs.
Nice.
Your coffee tastes better when it's hot and steamy. And new this week, going out to folks who get the pool, win the pools, they will also get a new Slab Hub magnet included in their box. So nice. Rock and roll.
Man.
Alex, welcome to Slab Hub.
Thank you.
In case somebody who's watching has no idea
Mhm.
who the hell this guy is, who just came in strong, uh, you know, what what should people know about you and your channel? What are they going to find?
Well, I mean, that's a great question. So, mostly mystery boxes, if you're really digging through, trying to, go through an evolutionary period of adding a little bit other content, as you become more of a seasoned collector. I think, I'm still, it's a little unnerving doing the talk videos and kind of discussing them and kind of shifting in that direction a little bit, but definitely want to find a little better balance between mystery boxes and, of course, speculation and things like that, news and that kind of thing. So I think you're going to see a lot more of that on the channel. I'll announce it here. We've got a very special live event coming up very, very soon, within the next probably 2 weeks, supporting Stuart Sager. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a ton of epic giveaways. So yeah, be ready for that one.
Very cool.
Yeah,
all right. Well,
before we begin, I got to give a shout out to Wink. So I've had the opportunity to meet this man, and let me just say, I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1". I'm just under 2.5, and it's not very often. But I had to look up to talk to this guy when I had the chance to say, "Hey, man, I really enjoyed your content." So yeah, for everyone who's watching, I discovered Wink back when COVID first started, and I was impressed by this guy. Comes out like we were talking backstage, comes out 500 miles an hour with his hair on fire for every cold intro and screaming into the mic, and he just grabbed, he kind of grabbed me by the shirt and just said, "Watch my stuff." So every time every time he was doing new content, whether it was, I remember torpedo boxes and him pulling a UF4 back in the day, I've been watching his stuff right from the get-go. And it's that, not to steal his thunder or whatever, but it was watching channels like Wink where eventually I got the courage to turn the camera on myself. So I'm presuming everyone here knows who Alex is, but yeah, man, don't stop doing what you're doing. And my God, don't level down. Keep that at 500 miles an hour.
Yeah,
and the tie, man. We all got our thing that we try to make our niche. But my God, Wink's the only guy that rocks that tie, right from the beginning to here we are right now. He's still got the tie going. So good for you, man.
Oh yeah. I've taken it off one time. And a secret, like an Easter egg, if you dig way back through my videos, there's one video without a tie. Believe it or not.
We should talk, though your marketing department has called and they're really depressed and wanted me to send a message. It's all about branding. You really should consider putting your face on your own tie. Little Wink Ink ties, thinking,
It's funny because I've got a lot of merchandise in the works, and the tie is the most challenging, believe it or not. To find it,
they're not readily.
I'm like, what the heck?
It's not something that the normal off-the-shelf, these normal manufacturers that you can just, especially the print-on-demand stuff, so you don't have to have inventory.
Yeah, it's like $6 a piece. I'm like, nah, forget. What are we doing? Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's time for us to get into the action, I think. So let's go ahead and figure out where are we going here on this first slab. What book did you choose to be that one that's gonna wet our whistle and pop your cherry?
Well, interesting enough, first, thank you so much, Chris, for the kind words, man. I that's the greatest thing you can hear, is that somebody else got the courage and inspiration to get on YouTube. So, man, I just want to say thank you for that, and that's really awesome. But as an executive,
nothing but a tie.
As a CEO, I had to go with the selfish pick for the first one. Now, this little journey we're going on, it's actually a kind of a smorgasbord. I went with value a little bit. Like, honestly, I don't even think my top 4 or 5 most expensive books are in this. Interesting enough, but more of the stories and what I love.
That's what the show's about. It's not necessarily always about showing off.
There's some value though.
The biggest crazy slabbers that there are.
And you'll notice my wall's a little empty back here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of those made it into the journey, but I had to start with one that's near and dear to my heart. Such a cool project I was a part of. We're going to start with a little Iron Face. He's back.
Oh yeah,
this is a Bruce Springsteen Born to Run cover, and I apologize for the glare, guys. I got to light up this beautiful mug.
Well, black comics just they become mirrors.
Yeah. So this one was really, an incredible project to be a part of. Jesse Lundberg, the cover artist, knew some people that was, knew this Kickstarter was going on. There's only 6 of these on the census. He has 1 and I have the other 5. And just for reference here, one of them I gave away on Whatnot. And one of them I'm going to give away on the Comic Gains 2000 subscriber giveaway show here in about an hour and a half. So I'm going to give another one of those away. But that's double signed by Ian Chase Nichols with a knife remark and Jesse Lundberg, the cover artist. And believe it or not, it's the first cameo of the company man in comics.
That's
Alex
awesome.
Mike, he snuck me in on the tombstone, got it through approvals. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was a Kickstarter funded, fully funded.
Put that on your key collector app. And...
I know, and they missed it on the label, man. I'm sending it back.
Oh,
that's the first cameo of Alex Michael. But no, seriously, what a cool thing he did. And these sold ridiculously fast. I mean, even for 250 of them, he still has a few left. But I thought that was a really cool one to start with.
Yeah,
near and dear to the heart for sure. And man, I'll definitely have a ton of them all over. I guess I'm like egomaniacal. I've got iron faces hanging up with all my remarks on them everywhere. My wife comes in. She's like, what the hell is this? Like, why are you buffed out on here? You don't look like that. I'm like, yes, I do. Stop.
In my mind, I'm a legend.
Just look in the mirror. Look how ripped I am.
He threw some nasty remarks on some of them, man. He did a good job. But you just want to keep rolling.
Yeah.
Let's do the last signature series. We'll get the next, and this is the only other signature series I included in this whole run.
I love myself some signed books.
I do too. And this one is, boy, you like signed books. This one is signed out of its mind. Everybody who breathes in this room signed this book. But you got a little bit of lethal protector.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I remember this video.
Remember where I pulled this out of Slab Heroes? One of their boxes. This is honestly, I couldn't believe it because this is the one I wanted. I actually wanted this more than the grand prize. I was like, man, I hope I get one of these. I think there were like 5 in the run, and the boxes were pretty controversial. I mean, it just seemed like some of them were really terrible and some were good. But man, this thing is signed, I think 9 times from everybody, from De La Rosa, Al Milgram, David Michelini. I mean, you got Michael Zeck, Bagley, Javins, Starkings. I mean, it's got a sketch remark from De La Rosa, which kind of matches those pops back there. But man, this is like one of those books that I just feel like every collector should have at least one of these, like a lethal protector.
Yeah,
maybe not signed 9 times, but you got to have
enough. There's enough of them out there that everybody can have too.
Yeah, and I love this book. I just remember it. I'm a '90s kid, so like, you remember seeing this, and I'm like, man, this one just really, and to get it like this, absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I just don't. My signature series version is just is double signed, double remarked. So it's remarked by De La Rosa and Bagley, and signed by. So one of them drew Spider-Man, and one of them drew Venom, face to face on each other.
See, that'd be that'd be incredible right there. That I would probably almost rather have that one than this one, but
I don't know. Sometimes 9
easy now. 9 times 9.8 is pretty special.
That is pretty nice. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever let that one go. It's just too special.
I had contemplated pulling it out to send it to a Milgram. He was doing a remark thing to have it triple signed, triple remarked, but I was trying to figure out where he would actually. The other 2 took up so much space. I was trying to figure out where they would find room.
It was slabbed already though. You said?
Yeah.
Is it 9.8?
No. It was a 9.4.
Oh, okay.
I have some 9.8s. I have some 9.8s that aren't signed.
Nice.
Sometimes I have one that's a little bit off, and that's the one I'll send in for something like that. That way they can't, especially with that foil. If they do something to it, they don't take a 9.8 and make it lesser. Then the value in it becomes the remarks and the signing.
Right, because once it goes back down below the 9.8, it's donezo. I mean, that book just tanks. But I mean, you're right. The remarks and the signatures are worth it. But you're right, 9 times and a 9.8 is pretty nasty.
Yeah, and a 9.8, that's insane.
Yeah, I said I don't think 9 times.
That many times that thing's been handled to sign, and is a foil cover like that, and
that's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. Man, we'll switch gears entirely here now. I'm sure nobody knows this. There's no reason they would know this, but I'm like a huge Conan the Barbarian fan. And I love the video game. Believe it or not, me and my buddy spent a lot of hours in it. In the it's the MMO version, and it's really well done. I mean, nobody. I loved the game. Played the hell out of it with him. But you got to have a little Conan one. Wish it was a little higher grade. 6.5, not bad. That's definitely one I'm looking to get a grade bump. I got to find a copy. I'm looking for like an 8.0 or better.
Yeah.
Well, nothing wrong with a 6.5 from the early 70s, though. Let's be honest.
Gotta love it. The origin first appearance of Conan, man. I love this. I was so happy to get this. So I was like, man, I'll take it all day.
That's a Barry Windsor Smith cover, is it not?
That is correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
great book. Great book.
Yeah, fantastic book to have.
Nav saying that he played that MMO in beta. I remember when that MMO was dropping because a lot of people were leaving the game I was playing at the time to tell us, "Oh yeah, I got to go play Conan. It's going to be the best game ever."
Oh,
And,
it's a buggy mess, but
yeah, just like every best game ever that has ever launched, it turned out to not be. But
yeah, it was a buggy mess. But yeah, that's another thing probably people don't know is I do love video games. I wish I had more time to play, but when I do though, I definitely love them.
yeah, I'm down to about one night a week because anymore it's about all.
That's about where I'm at too. It's getting rough.
Friday nights got to be in game. It's raid night with my wife. That's my wife time as I spend time with her
Are you
in
playing
game.
World of Warcraft?
No. I play Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Oh wow, man!
I'm a Star Wars nerd, so I played Star Wars Galaxies back in the day.
I did too. I love Galaxies,
and I've been playing. It was the best.
Oh my god, they ruined it. I was in there in the countdown when they ruined the whole game. And I'm sorry, I'm going to nerd out for just a second for everyone. But I mean, that because of the way that sandbox was, I would literally spend months where I didn't do anything other than run a business in game. I had other employees that worked for me that we paid in game currency that would gather certain resources, and I would craft stuff and high-end crafting. You literally would run a business, and most people, when I run into people in the new game stuff where they go, "Oh, you played SWG? Yeah, who were you?" I have to tell them my crafter names because that's who they knew me as. More than anything else was my crafters, because you could literally run businesses. I knew a guy who created a casino in game. It was crazy. Yeah, it was madness. I mean, I spent so many hours on there. I was one of the lucky ones, one of the first few to unlock Jedi. You had to go down all the different
back in the day.
I got super lucky. Like I went down 3 and got it. So it was just, man, that brings back memories.
Yeah.
This next one, man, I love this book. I just don't feel like it gets enough love. But this is a weird one because I feel like in a 9.8, the value is tremendous. But when you get off a 9.8, it drops several $100s. 9.6 and below is dead on arrival. But we got a little booster gold.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Number 1. I love this. I just love this character.
Huge spec book too right now.
I think so too. I think it's got a lot of legs. But man, and you can snatch up copies of this everywhere. I mean, yeah, that's one of my favorites though. Tune in next week for Slab.
It's such a fun character too.
Yeah, I just love it, man. I just absolutely love that character. Keep this train rolling here. All right, so again, my collection is pretty diverse. It's all over the place, and I like a little bit of everything. Bronze Age is probably like my favorite era.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like modern exclusives quite a bit. Now, this one is, man, this is probably my favorite Virgin variant that I have, maybe that I've seen. Close. I would say it's pretty close, but this is a C2E2 exclusive. It's caught fire. I love American flag covers. That's like my thing. And this one just embodies everything I love about that. We got Venom the End, number 1. That's the Clayton Crane.
Yeah, right.
Buff out Venom. I wish I had one of these signed. I think there was like 1,000 copies or 500. I can't remember the print run.
CGC signing Clayton Crane coming up.
Yeah, I know, and I'm thinking about it because I want to see the red, white, and blue signature on it. I think it's
get the red, white, and blue infinity signature on her. Yeah,
I think it'd be incredible.
Right up there, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's one of my. That one definitely came off the back wall.
That's a fire cover.
Yep.
Fire cover.
Which, incidentally, anybody who's interested, don't forget down below in the description there is the link tree, and there's always on that link tree is a link to the upcoming signings that are going on either with CGC, CBCS, as well as the trusted facilitators that I do with on a regular basis. So if you're interested, there's a lot of signings coming up as con season is coming on, so check it out.
Nice, that's awesome. I should tell you guys too. I see all these from rigged boxes, says DJ Links. I actually got this one from Chad. I had to do like a 3-way trade with Chad RCG to pry it out of his hands. And I think I got the better end of it.
Wow. Mated with the interiors of the book. I don't know. Oh, my mate did the interiors of the book. And then I mated with it. Got it. Okay. Welcome to
Slab Hub, everybody. Slab Hub.
Okay. Here we go. See? We're at theme. So sticking to the Virgin variant theme, this was when I saw this cover, I was like, I gotta get this. It's a must buy. And what's funny is when this book dropped, I missed this entirely. I knew that the character it's a modern book. I knew that the character was a first appearance in it. And I had zero idea that there was an incentive. of it. And man, when I saw this, I was so mad I missed it. It took me forever to get it, but man, we got a little bit of the Joker too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Nice 1 in 50, man. Absolutely nasty.
I'm still waiting for mine to come back from Grady.
Oh, you got this? You got this submitted?
Yeah.
I was hitting up Adrian APM and everybody trying to get one. I was like, man, where can I get one of these? But then I found my LCS just ended up getting one in a 9.8, had it in the shop, and I was like, oh, I got to buy it.
But then again, I didn't expedite mine because
That's
for
phenomenal.
my PC. So yeah.
Who's the cover artist on that, Wink?
So that's actually Trevor Hairsey, and I thought it was like Santa Chung, but either way, I mean, it's absolutely nasty. I mean, just unbelievable. That is the 1 in 50, I think. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
The
Phenomenal.
ratio. Yeah, I missed that. I love it. I'm a DC. I like DC a lot. Although I find myself, I got a lot of indie on my pull list now. What's up, Beckram? Or Beckerman?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, those virgin variants, as I said, those are the best. That's what we mean when we say we have virgins coming home with us.
yeah. It's always good when they're ratios too, like not exclusives, but man, it's really
that was one of those ones that was like it was not even like, as I recall, I think that one was a secret variant when it came out. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Nobody knew it was coming, and it just kind of all of a sudden hit, and it was like
there was no preview or anything because I was asking like, was this not shown on the order, for FOC or anything? They're like, no, they didn't show anything.
Yeah, I was very lucky. My LCS, they have me down for all ratios on Batman at the time, and so they pulled that and set it aside for me when I came in. He's like, "Oh, dude, I have one I pulled aside for you. It was we didn't know it was coming." He says, "I'm gonna be honest, it ain't cheap because but I'm gonna give you first right of refusal because you have lists on your thing." And I was like, "All right, I'll take it."
Yeah, you gotta get it. I mean, man, what a nasty cover. I mean, that's just one that you look at it and you're like, that's a must buy. Stick with the DC theme here. This is another character that, as far as DC goes, I believe in tremendously. I think has all the potential in the world for a show, multiple movies. He is. Let's see if you guys can guess it.
You're an Adam Strange fan too?
Negative. Oh. This is DC's Wolverine.
Are we talking Lobo?
Oh, we're talking Lobo. Look at this guy. There he is, Omega Man 398. I've got an embarrassing amount of copies of this book. This is the only 9. I think maybe I have one other 9.8. I love this character. This
embarrassing number. Are you so you're talking double digits?
Oh yeah. You're
okay, good. So you're like in my Spider-Man 2099 realm.
I mean, you're got to do double digits and multiplication.
Oh, then you really do have an embarrassing number of those.
Yeah.
I stand down. My Spider-Man 2099 collection is nothing compared to yours.
There's a few books there's 2 that I have, and I'll tell you the other one when we get to it. That I have a few. I love.
I thought when you started talking about a dozen, that's a pretty decent number.
Oh no, yeah, that's in the 40s or 50s for that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you've been looking for one and haven't figured out why you can't find them in your house,
we're going to talk backstage
because Alex has been taking them all. He's personally creating a supply and demand shortage so that way he can leverage greater revenue on the end. Yeah,
that's funny, man. I'll tell you. Oh man, let's see what we got here. Let's keep this train rolling. This is awesome. Oh, okay. Well, this is perfect. I didn't do this on purpose, but this is the other book that I have an insane amount of copies of that I love. My favorite villain of all time. Wolverine villain. Best Wolverine villain. Most attention. Come on. That's good. That's real close. Second to me. Come on. 90s, though. Got to think 90s. I'm a 90s kid.
Oh, Omega Red. Let's go.
You got it. X-Men 4. Omega Red. Not a newsstand, unfortunately. I got a lot of copies. I just don't think I have a newsstand that's going to get a 9.8. I got a few that are close, but still, I love this book. Love this character. Man, the X-Men animated series messed us up as kids. That was pretty heavy stuff on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
When you're growing up watching that, you're like, man, this is getting serious. They're dying. I was like, what the heck?
As an Omega Red fan, the best part was the next issue is a cover that's just legendary as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Wolverine and Omega Red up close and personal. That was a great way to introduce a villain.
It was. It's absolutely awesome, man. I just love the villain. I hope we see, live action. I thought we would, but by now, but still, I mean, he's coming. There's no doubt.
Well, I don't know. Is he invading Ukraine now?
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Maybe when he's done there, he's gonna be in the he'll debut in the TV.
I thought he was kind of hanging out in Belarus, but okay, let's carry on.
Oh man! All right, so this one here, the only reason I got this one is because I am really susceptible to FOMO. I am a victim of it constantly. I overpaid for this book, probably tremendously. I didn't care because as soon as I saw him in the show, I was like, I gotta buy this because I love him. I didn't really like how he was used in the show, though. Interestingly enough, I saw the first 2 episodes or 3. He was awesome. He was menacing. He was calculating, and then like issue 6, he was a clown. So I'm talking about, of course, the Hawkeye show. Got to have a little bit of swordsman. I thought, man, I was so pumped for the swordsman. I don't know. Like I said, he was just kind of a comedic element at the end, just kind of goofing, you know. But in the beginning, he was really sort of menacing, seemed to have a lot of intention about him.
But you know what? I think the end of it, we saw him come around, and what you found is I've seen some various spec that potentially when they go to look for somebody for the Young Avengers to be the money man, the guy who helps supply them and provide some leadership, that he's a potential character that can be tapped potentially for Young Avengers stuff. So that you might be on a dip end right now, but if that does play out, you never know.
Well, the actor was fantastic, so that gives you a lot of hope. You know, I mean, he did such a killer job with the role, and to play such a broad range of a character in just 6 episodes, from, like I said, menacing villain, you know, or even misunderstood, and then to
it was a good
do that. He's great.
It was a pretty good swerve comic on that end, because they really made you believe that he was not going to be not
that he
good,
was the mastermind,
and then turn out to be at the end to completely change your opinion on what he was like as a character. So
that's true. That's right. All right, so we've got a couple left, and we'll be at the halfway point here. So this next one here was a total cover buy. I saw it on Whatnot. I fell absolutely in love with it, and had to buy it. Didn't care what it would have cost me. It actually was pretty cheap. It actually was under fair market value. And man, it's just one of those ones you see. I'm a wrestling fan, of course, you know my character, but WWE won.
Oh, yes.
That's a Macho Man, Randy Savage. I think that's the 1 in 100. Just an absolutely nasty cover. I mean, unbelievable.
Wow.
Oliver Barrett. I mean, unbelievable. Yeah,
wow.
It's just unbelievable. I was like, I gotta buy this.
That's the whole reason why I started eating Slim Jims back in the day. Was that man right there?
Yeah, see, I kind of missed I wasn't too I was more of the Attitude Era, right? Like I was kind of my generation.
Yep.
But everybody knew the Macho Man. You had to love him, and you know, just
absolutely that was my time. The early '80s. That was mine. And
Wink, before you put that away, like let's give a shout out to the artist of that. Who's the cover artist that handled Macho
Oliver
there?
Barrett, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so really, I mean, just absolutely crushed this cover. I mean, like I said, it's just one of those ones when you see it, you're like, oh my God, I got to have this. I mean, unbelievable with the reflection in the glasses. Just
phenomenal.
I mean, love it. It's unreal looking cover. Yeah, that's seriously nice. So we got one more before we hit the halfway points, roughly, because I'm terrible at counting, even though I'm the numbers guy.
That's why the CEO doesn't do the books for a company. That's why they have a CFO.
That's why we delegate a little bit. All right, going back to X-Men, this is probably, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but this is probably my favorite, more obscure character. I would call it at least a little bit obscure, but everybody knows it because it's an absolutely iconic cover. I would say one of the best covers in the entire Uncanny X-Men run. And this is X-Men 130. First Dazzler.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Gary B would approve.
Yeah, love this character. I wish I had more of these books. I have a couple Raw books, and none of them are even close to a 9.4. And that's a pricey book now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she her first appearance definitely benefited from the COVID bubble, even though we did get a chance to see her show up in 1 or 2 of the X-Men films now. But yeah, an underused, character that I kind of felt was, okay, yeah, she was manufactured, but she, other than Chris Claremont, she hasn't necessarily had the best writer yet, and who knows what the future has in store, but my God, it's a solid book.
Yeah, and
especially
was her
that Uncanny era.
so was her solo series was no good? I mean, obviously I have a couple issues,
Yep.
but was it just not good or was it good?
Just wasn't good. It
Wasn't
just
good. Yeah.
it just
Shame,
focused more on her music career.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Which was Gem.
Yeah. I understood that reference. But yeah.
I did too. I don't know how, but I did. But I did.
That's a great breaking point, guys. Go ahead and hit the hashtag SlabbyBoy in the comments. So we'll be using that to do our first pick and pull here for this. Wink will be your man helping you. He's going to be picking your books for you. While we're letting people have the opportunity to get that in there. Alex, what do you got coming up on your channel this week? What should people be looking out for?
So I've got obviously 2 new uploads. Both mystery boxes this week. We'll be on Tuesday and Thursday of this week. Got a couple more of the Wink Thinks, is what it is affectionately referred to as now, talk videos in the works. Yeah, and then like I said, be on the lookout for the Stuart Sager support event that will be live, first live in a long time. You know, and we'll have the giveaway wheel spinning, the madness will be going. So keep a lookout. That should be in a couple weeks. We haven't decided a day yet, but Stuart Sager does have a Kickstarter coming out for some incredible stuff he's doing. If you're not familiar with Stuart Sager, he's a cover artist, mostly probably known for Evil Ernie run right now. Yep. He's done Transformers. He's done, really Year of the Villain Joker is probably his claim to fame. It's an absolutely nasty run, but this is actually for his own book, which is Shiver in the Dark.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Chris, how about you? What's coming up?
Tomorrow, myself and Mark from Legion of Comics we'll be doing our 2 Hot Picks show. Tomorrow night, I'll be jumping on his channel to talk about on at Week's End to talk about pulp culture and talk about the comic books that we read this week. Monday, I'll be opening a Tyler Kirkham-based mystery box from Comics Kingdom of Canada. I believe they changed their name, but I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. But Tuesday, March 1st, 9 p.m. Eastern, I'll be going live for my 600 subscriber giveaway. Nice. I'll be giving away 3 graded books, a bunch of artist-based prize packs, and
it's a Chris giveaway. He's going to be giving away a ton.
Yeah,
of crap,
it's
he's going to go.
People are going to be like, yeah, 2,000 subscribers.
Again.
Look at all this scrap. No, when I hit 500, I think I stopped at 17 prizes that I gave away. Cost me an arm and a leg to ship it all over North America, but I'll be doing it again just because I'm a sucker for punishment. But hey, it's what we do in the community. We give stuff away.
That's right.
And Tuesday, March 1st, 9 p.m. Eastern. Please, everyone, be in the chat. I'll be basically giving away 95% of this stuff, how we're doing it right now with the StreamYard tool.
Awesome. Excellent. All right. I think we've given guys a chance. We got 20 entries out of 27 viewers. So let's go ahead and do it. Say it with me, everybody. Wheel of Fish. That's a reference from a movie called UHF, Wink, if you're not Kenneth Bird. Congratulations. Go. Yeah, right.
Very nice, man. I think I'm going to evolve to this thing.
All right, so let's pull this over here. Yeah, this is real nice because it's just a StreamYard tool, so it
it's integrated.
Right in there.
I've seen it, and I'm like, wonder what that is.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to do is you get 6. Kenneth, you get 6 books minimum from the pool. Some of these books have written on the back of them on the backing board things such as a bonus pull. Or might have other stuff in there. So we're going to go from there. Alex is going to be picking for you. I'm going to adjust my camera just a touch here so we can see a little better. You're going to give me either a number from the front, a number from the back, or we're going to give it the back to front action.
All right. We're going to go 8 from the back.
8 from the back. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the 8th book from the back, first one up, we have The Immortal Hulk issue 49. Oh, thank you, Chris.
Alex Ross. Love it.
Nice.
Yeah, Immortal Hulk 49. Congratulations. First book up.
A tremendous run by Al Ewing.
All right. Next up.
Let's go 15 from the front.
Ooh, look at you with the big numbers. 1, 2, 3,
42
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Green Arrow number 1.
Ooh, Mike Grell. Love it.
Like that.
Very nice.
Yeah, like that.
Painted covers from the 80s.
Okay.
All right. Let's go 11 from the back.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. Detective Comics 613.
Okay.
Ooh.
Trashed. Is that what he says? Trashed on the cover. Okay.
All right. 3 more at least.
3 more. All right. Let's do 10 from the front.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And yes, thank you very much, Beth. We have Star Wars issue
nice.
21.
No, that's
That's
awesome.
That's a wicked cover.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it before.
that is nice.
Yep. Everyone
All
who's hanging out in the chat, please hit that thumbs up button. Let's support Rob and Slab Hub.
Thank you, guys. We'll do 17 from the front.
I forgot how many I was already pulled there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Wing splitting.
You said 17, right?
17, yeah. Right.
All right.
This much.
Action
Whoa.
Comics 48. Is that right? No. 48 pages.
Yeah.
406.
Still.
I was like,
The
issue
headless
48.
Yeah.
Issue the Headless Superman.
Dang.
I hate when that happens. But okay. That's good.
All right. Well, at least we got one more pull here.
Damn it. All right. Let's do 17 from the back. Come on.
Likes the big numbers. I'll tell you that. 2, 4.
What does everybody normally do?
6.
First.
Well, usually they'll pick like some single digit number from the front and back initially, then they do a bunch of front to back action. But that's fine.
You know, just kind
now
of
let's
like
try 2, 4,
slide his
6,
finger across and then tell him to stop.
8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right.
Ooh.
Oh,
Detective Comics issue 621.
8-2.
821?
Yeah.
I can't read in the mirror in the image very well, but you're right. 821. Thank you very much. Awesome cover. I love that cover.
That's nice.
Yeah, congratulations. So Kenneth, I don't believe I've ever sent you anything before. So what you'll need to do is hit me up on Instagram at Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics. Links down below, or you can email me at robs.fatstacks@gmail.com. Get me your ship to address, and these will go out to you this week. So congratulations to you, sir. Let me while I'm doing that, meanwhile, let's go ahead and let's make Alex big. And Alex, let's get back into some slabbing action.
All right. We end on XMen. We ended on Dazzler.
Yep.
Another one, me being a 90s kid, when I got into collecting, got back into comics, this was definitely a must-have for me. I actually won this on a raffle, which I've done really well with raffles on Instagram, but a little Uncanny XMen.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, in a 9.8, no
In
less.
a 9.8.
Yeah, first Gambit. This book bounces a little bit. It
First-
it's
Well,
it
let's
bounces
not
a
go
little.
there.
Okay. It's an early appearance of Gambit.
It's an
First
early
cover
appearance
appearance.
of Gambit.
It's the first cover appearance of Gambit.
Listen, this is Slab Hub. Well, actually, I don't know, man. That one is the annual definitely has Gambit on the cover. Or something that looks like him. This has got the sex appeal, though. We're in Slab Hub, man. This is the sex appeal. This is the Gambit we know and love.
It's true. It's true.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a little 9.8. I don't know. I love this book. It's hard to argue that this is not a second appearance. I don't know. I don't know how else you say it, because I've looked through that annual and I'm like, boy, what happened? Like, how does that happen?
Public, you got to remember, at the time things would be printed, or there's intended story times, and then there would be differences in printing and distribution.
Right.
And so sometimes something was maybe planned story wise to be the first or something, but something else would get printed and released first. So what ends up happening is you have something where this may have been the planned first appearance.
Sure.
But then what happens is the other book gets released earlier, and then there becomes this whole, well, it came out first, but he's already part of the story in there, and what's going on. So
yeah,
It's much like more recently we had that with Virus, right? Where the free comic book day was supposed to be the first appearance, but then it wasn't because of other extenuating circumstances. So now you have a different book that was the first released version, even though story-wise it wasn't.
But at least they like acknowledge that across all labels and everything.
Yes, well, they did this time.
Yeah, this time, right?
Back then it was a little bit more of a gray area, but that's why you have same things like don't ask what what's the first black suit
a 9/8 Gambit from a
right?
raffle, fantastic.
Yeah, no, but awesome.
Yeah, it was not bad. So this next one here, definitely wish I had this in a 9/8. Definitely, I mean, just absolutely iconic book. A big book. I mean, this is a 9/6 though, white pages, ASM 252, black suit goodness there.
There it is. There it is. Ooh, and the sexy UPC
I just got done mentioning.
Too.
Let's try to talk about what was the first appearance of the black suit. Well, there you go. There's another one.
This is a bigger rabbit hole or a deeper rabbit hole to go.
It is definitely three-way tie. In 141 just gets no love. I just will never understand that, man. I love that too. That great cover. But I'm glad to have that. Like I said, I'm really chasing a 9/8 in that though.
Legendary book now.
Yeah, definitely legendary book.
Much easier to get a 9/8 a year and a half ago than it is today. But
sweet Jesus, yes.
Oh yeah. So man, we're starting to get into some heavier hitters here. I'm trying to find. Oh, okay, here we go. Probably my favorite. I would say at least top 2 favorite Marvel hero character. And I talk about this character a lot. Definitely a lot of speculation surrounding him. So the next 2 slabs go to this one. I've got a lot of copies of this. Getting tough to get in a 9/8. I've got a couple 9/8s, but we got Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Ooh,
love this
Bolt
character
himself.
Yeah,
that's a great cover too.
I mean, it is fantastic. I'm a huge Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale fan. Like when I was, the first thing that ever really got me in comics was really kind of like reading the Long Halloween and stuff. Like really to DC, I should say. I don't know. I love this book, and then to kind of follow that one up, I had to get the Hero Initiative.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never seen that in a 9/8. That is incredible.
Comics, yeah, and it's still obtainable. But I mean, when the character blows up, I think this is going to be the one to get. I really do. It's just a beautiful. I mean, I love how it's just a super clean back to it.
Ooh, wow. Yeah.
It's really nice. Really
That's
nice.
No doubt it's hard to get in 9/8 with a red back like that.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I mean, it is. It's ridiculous.
that screams color rub.
Yeah. I actually found this on a just random consignment website.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And I was really worried I wasn't going to get it because I was like, this seems a little odd. Like, this seems like not correct. And I did. I just ordered it because it was kind of too cheap. I think it was like $375 or something. I was like, man, no way. And that was a while ago. That was like a year ago. But definitely one of my favorites. Another one that'll probably never leave me. All right, let's roll this thing right along here. Favorite female Marvel character? Any guesses? Talk about her all the time. My boo, my girl. I love her. We break up. Well, I shouldn't say favorite because I got my other one too. I got my 2 chicks here that I go back and forth between.
Oh, Black Cat. Oh, 9/6. Oh,
we're in the Slab Hub here. We got to turn up the heat a little bit. We got to get Felicia in here. Yeah,
I was just happy to finally get something that's like a 6/0 the other day, but damn,
that's a book. Spidey said Storm. I was going to say Storm too.
Yeah, I love this character.
Felicia is.
God, I would love to see a live action. We're going to see it at some point.
It's going to have to happen.
Yeah, it's going to have to happen. The only thing I don't like, I'm a classic guy. Don't like the labels. I don't like these, the
character labels.
Not a big fan. I like the whole series. I'm okay.
I mean, there's very few of them that I find are not. I will spend the money on because I mean, it's a significant percentage in reality of the cost of grading. To get that label there. And it doesn't really affect the resale value of the book at all.
Right.
But there's a sci-fi label that they have that looks really awesome.
Oh, wow.
On some of the sci-fi books. But
like I like the shiny ones, like the Stan Lee, like you get the Stan Lee one or the George Perez. That's perfect. Like that, you got to do that. I think, man, if you got that option, do it. But,
for me, I'm all about the information. So when that
me
blue
too.
label's there, I want to be able to read it. I don't like that fact that they hide all the info on the back. They could even like just put it over to the left if they wanted. But
what's worse is when somebody mismatches the character with.
I know.
Yeah, it's like
kills the whole book. You might as well just crack it.
Or like that ASM that you just showed, but with a Venom label. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like, come on.
I can't do it. Yeah, this one actually may be a crack and press and resubmit candidate. I'm really thinking about doing it. I think it got a 9.6 because it's got kind of a rough wrap.
There you go. You crack press, and then there's a signing coming up for.
Oh no way! I would never get. I'm like real weird about I will never get like keys, like bigger keys signed. This is me though. I always like them just clean, but I don't know. I may do it because either way, I think I'm going to crack it and at least reholder it with a regular label.
Yeah, I love to. I don't know. I love to play the gamble game. My UF4 is back being cracked for the third time, getting another signature on it.
Oh my gosh, that's just oh man.
But yeah, this is like he's built. You are definitely building up here from where we started. It's almost like you were giving us a little foreplay in the beginning. You're working.
Oh yeah. I mean,
you're getting us more and more excited here.
Yeah, we can cool it off a little bit. I mean, you
gotta be just that way. Nobody.
We'll switch gears here a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta think about baseball for a second or something. So
we'll go back to a little hockey here a little bit. How about that?
That'll cool things off.
Let's see. How about a little bit of the boys? So.
Oh yeah,
this is actually a trade with Mr. Let. Took me over the coals on it. I love him to death, though. That's my buddy. I missed this drop. This book, it was super pricey, but you talk about bouncing all over the place. Holy cow. I mean, it moves like $1,000 at a time. But we've got the boys.
The Homelander.
Number 1 Homelander variant. That's a Scorpion Comics Homelander variant, but it's not to be confused with the other Virgin variant that had like a 500 print run. This is a 56 print run.
Ooh.
56 copies, and it represents all the names on the Declaration of Independence. It dropped on the 4th of July.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's by
Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely nasty. It's dropped tremendously. I mean,
well, wait till season 3 drops.
Yeah.
Then back up it goes. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cover. Just crushed it. But man, 56 copies. It was really, really cool to get that. I was so glad he was willing to work with me on it. So, and it was funny because it was only like $250 when it dropped, and I've seen them on eBay for like $2,000. I think now they're starting to level out, like get around $1,000 or so, somewhere in there. But
phenomenal.
All right, we're down to the final 5 here.
Wow, that's
kind of a mix, and there's some value here for sure. But we'll go ahead and I'm going to say the one that's probably the least priciest, I'll say for last of this bunch anyway, just because it's probably my favorite cover of all time. But we'll get into a little bit of spec here. Everybody probably knows what this is. Wish I had a little higher grade, but we got a little bit of Fantastic 449.
Very nice.
Yeah, First Galactus.
Very nice. We got lots of love for Kirby on this channel. That's very nice.
Yeah, I just love Galactus. Love this character, man. I just cannot wait to see what they do. I got Silver Surfer back there. Just that cover just doesn't do it for me. But man, I'm a big Galactus guy. Some of my favorite stuff. So keeping the train rolling right along here. I talked about my 2 women in Marvel. Who's my second one? I love Felicia Hardy. Oh man, come on, we're on Slab Hub. Who's my other girl?
I gotta go with Storm. Something was telling me that that it's got to be an X-Men character.
You're real close, Rob.
Gwen.
Okay.
Bang.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, there she is. Now. I love this character so much. Oh my gosh, man. I mean, I love Miles. But man, I just love Spider-Gwen. I just love how we did this. I don't know. It's just a great character.
I agree. I'm Mary Jane over to Gwen when it comes to the whole love triangle deal, but the Spider-Gwen books and the stories and stuff they've done with it have been all very good. I've been every time this series comes on, I'm not quite sure where I stand on this whole Gwenverse thing that they're about to drop, but but all the little limited series and stuff that they've done in this, I'm always in on those.
Yeah, they've done a good job so far with her. I mean, geez, like some of the stuff I really started reading was because people recommended that when I first started, like when I first got back in. And man, I've loved everything Spider-Gwen since.
Have you
printings?
Yeah, for that one, do you have just the first printing, or have you got?
No, I am missing. I think the 4th.
Okay.
I think that's
So
the only one I'm
You got
missing.
the comic bug one and the
I got the comic bug one. It is not a 9.8 though. It's beat.
yeah.
But it's still, I've got so I've got 2 9.8s graded, and I've got two
Nice.
that are not. They're not 9.8s. I mean, they're just probably 7.5s, I'd say.
Yeah, I've been looking for the right one on a third printing, the design variant. That's the only one I don't
know.
That's
And that one has just gone way up. I mean, man, you used to be able to get it for around $1,000 any day of the week.
Yeah.
And it's just climbing like everything. It seems like
Everyone's speculating because of the sequel coming out to Into the
yeah.
Spider-Verse, right? And they did the character justice in the first film, so we
yeah.
all know that she's going to be a household name, just like how Miles is, right?
That's great. Yeah, I mean that's a dead on. I mean, yeah, it's the fantastic character. So we're down to 3 left.
You knew she arrived when they came out with the facsimile of that already.
We'll get through the last of the Bronze Age here. This one is special to me, not necessarily. I love the character for one. Like I really do love the character, but this is really the first grand prize-ish thing. This actually, oddly enough, wasn't the grand prize in this box, believe it or not. But I won this, and it was raw. Believe it or not, it had a $600 price tag on it when I won it. And I won it from that Spider-Man booth in a Superior box. So it wasn't like a drawing or anything, but I sent it off to get it graded. This is what really kind of made me make my CGC account. Like I got the elite level tier and started really submitting a ton of stuff after this. But classic ASM 129. Yeah.
How is that not a grand prize?
That's the first. That's the first time we learned it. That's the first time we learned that Spider-Man is a gymnast.
Yeah.
He needs a little work there. I hope he stretched.
Yeah. He's pulling a Neo, but yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a fantastic book. I was thrilled to get it graded. So glad it didn't come back green label. I always worry purple. I'm like, oh, please don't come back with any color touch or but no, it was an incredible book to have. I have one other copy that's lower grade than this, so I never would send it in. He said, nice first Jackal.
Yeah, first Jackal.
Yeah, it is one of those books that's like, green label would be just like because it wouldn't even look good. It wouldn't even look good with that so much yellow on that. It's like that green label just.
I've had terrible luck with purple labels on stuff. Nothing big yet. Yeah, but I maybe get like a black light and everything. I'm like, man, we're in SlabHub. Yeah, we got a black height. We're looking at all the fluids on these comics.
That's right.
Wait a minute. What is this?
I don't. Yeah, when it comes to purple labels, I think that's it really just depends on the era of the book.
Right.
I think when I'm looking at Golden Age books and stuff, hey, you know what, purple labels I'm not necessarily as torn up over, especially if I'm paying for it right, because that was it was very common for things to be done like that to those books, whereas a modern book or Bronze Age book, horrible silver, it really just depends on if it's a super key and I'm saving enough money off of it and I need that for my PC. Got news for you, those ASMs 1 through 5. I'm fine with the purple label.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where I stand yet on the green labels, but I'll probably buy a green just because I'll crack it and send it to CBCS to get a blue label with the notation instead. I'll for the right price.
Yeah, so that's funny because the purple label, because that was a common thing, was restoration. They did that a lot. It became a big business. Now, not so much. I don't think. I mean, I think it's kind of fallen off, but.
Yeah,
I look at the purple label, it's like a kiss of death, a lot of things, but I don't do any Golden Age really. I don't collect a lot of it. So that's probably why, but I'm with you on that. I mean, it's not like I'd turn down an AF-15 and a purple label. So.
Anybody who would is not a collector.
Yeah.
Or for that matter, they're not even a flipper because they know
Yeah. I don't know whatever, right.
I don't have to keep it. I can get rid of this real quick.
Yeah, I could go, so last two here. This is another character that I believe tremendously in. I am so pumped. We are going to see her in the Multiverse of Madness, and I'm a little disappointed in this grade because this is probably another crack and resubmit. We got a little Vengeance number 1. That is the 1 in 15.
Ooh,
yeah.
So we've had America. Yeah, we've had America's first appearance on here a couple times, but that's the first time we've had the 1 in 15. That is very nice.
Yeah. Honestly, this is probably the worst cover. I think the cover is a little better looking, but this one gets all kinds of value. I mean, in a 9.8, this book a lot of money. And, you know, and I do think this is a candidate. I see where it got knocked. It definitely has a couple presses that I think it might. I mean, a couple defects you could press.
That back is that back all dark black?
Yeah, man, it's got a lot.
So it's a question. Where's is there any rub mixed in there?
Yeah. It's like look at what they did there to us. They're like, oh, let's make it real difficult.
No,
that's color rub, everybody. No.
No, yeah, that stuff. No, but there's about an inch.
That's that fluid he was talking about earlier.
Down. It looked like there was.
Yeah, you see, look at the staple right there. I mean, is that color rub with the staple that, or is that and then you got that
part
thing.
Of the book? Yeah, that. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's
like right there. It's just like,
those are tough. That's
It's
sometimes those are good in that they hide stuff, and sometimes they're bad because they can't tell, and so they end up docking it.
Yeah.
Not, and they say you're
but I just love the character. And man, I don't know. I just think it's just done right in so many ways. The way they just kind of built her up and everything really made that character. So it's just really cool what they did with her. Instead of like doing the DC thing where they just rewrite a character or retcon it, like they actually built that character, from the ground up. I think it's an awesome thing. Oh man, last but not least, favorite cover of all time, done by David Finch. I draw a lot of inspiration from this cover personally. Like if I have a rough day or I need to kind of pick myself up, it's really weird to be able to look at like a piece of art and really look at something and resonate with it. And I don't really dive into like the story. I think is really cool. It's a little dark, obviously, but this one just really, really just rings true. This guy, he's weary from rule, from power, from everything. We got a little ultimatum. Number one, David Finch, 1 in 100. I love this Magneto on the throne. Incredible. Thor, I mean, unbelievable book. I just love the look of this thing. And man.
Now, I've had a chance to meet David Finch because he's Canadian like me a handful of times in and around Toronto. He'll do like small comic shop signings, whatever. One time I saw someone place that book in front of him, and it's the only time I saw him stop and say, "Are you sure you want me to sign this book?"
Yeah, I would not. I mean, this the white cover. I mean, I don't know. I just love that cover. I mean, I like Magneto.
Phenomenal.
I love the character, how his broad his range is. Like we talked about, like with the swordsman. I mean, going from good to bad, to be truly conflicted. Not necessarily good or bad, just truly conflicted and caught in the crosshairs. So, man, absolutely incredible.
There you go. Now it's up there, Chris.
Yeah, just 4 times.
He's never mentioned that before.
4 times.
If you're not subbed up to Wink Inc., we're not friends, and I would prefer that you never contact me again. Do the right thing. Remy,
oh, man.
awesome.
Thank you, Remy.
Just for that, we'll make sure that you have time to go do that.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
Yeah! Showtime. Thank you, Remy. Alex, that was an awesome set of books there. Thank you very much for coming on and bringing those for us to share with everybody and giving us an insight into what's in the PC.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. Whew. If you want to be a guest on Slab Hub, you got some books you want to show off, or you've been a guest on Slab Hub and you want to come on again, by all means, always feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Let me know that you want to be on, and we'll talk about scheduling. Right now, we're booked through April, so we're talking a couple months out, but it's always good to have people. We start pretty soon. I'm going to start reaching out to people because I like to be booked out 3 months out.
Oh yeah.
Makes it easy to take that stress off your life when you don't have to worry about figuring out who's going to be on, scrambling for a guest.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, the nice thing is that gives with at the pace at which CGC and stuff is going, that gives people time to get stuff back, and or even CBCS, I should say, because they're not mutually exclusive. They both suffer from the same problem,
Sure.
which is more inventory more books coming in than they have people on hand to go. No, we're not bringing on Slab video games or VHS tapes or money or concert posters or any of that crap.
I could do
Maybe
that.
concert posters, maybe.
Yeah.
No, that's a whole other show. Yeah. Anyways, it's time for us to do another giveaway. That's what it's time to do.
Nice.
You want to show off your Slab bottle caps? Well, you got a channel. Go check out Brian LCS. You'll be able to see him showing off some bottle caps.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Oh,
Guys, go ahead and get our ties are cool.
there we go.
Go ahead and put that hashtag there in there, and we will go ahead and we'll do another giveaway here. Coming up on the show for me this week, coming up, guys, on Monday, of course, will be mail call. I will be in this week's mail call. I will have a book to show that it's been a dream of mine to get one of these books. And I honestly, after going around C2E2, trying to find one, and seeing the prices that these things, which I already knew were really high on, I didn't think it was ever going to be a reality for me. I finally was able to get one. So Monday is going to be a really awesome mail call from that aspect. Tuesday, we have Sidekicks Talk Comics. This week on Sidekicks Talk Comics, we'll be talking about the Batman. On our character focus. Joining me on the panel this week's gonna be actual Dracula Joe from Anachronic Comics and RVB from Full Nerd at Full Nerd will be joining us as we discuss the Batman. And then, of course, Saturday we'll be back here once again for another episode of Slab Hub. The king of all nerds himself, Taylor Winder, will be on, show us what remains in his PC there. So.
Nice.
There we are. All right. We got 28 out of 38 viewers who have gone ahead and hit that hashtag ties are cool. So I'll give you another 10 seconds or so to make sure you get those in there. Remind everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, know when stuff's coming on. There's links down below. You can also, nice thing is, you don't have to have a link. You can just search Wink Inc. As long as you spell Wink Inc. right with the one.
Yeah.
You'll find it. It'll pop up, whether it's on Whatnot, whether it's on Instagram or on YouTube. And Chris, same thing here. Comic Vet comes up. He doesn't work on your animals, though. Doop doop de doo.
No,
Yeah.
no. Veteran, not veterinarian. But yes,
That's right.
I get it though.
Yeah, of course. And I come up just by searching Rob Fatsack. So, anyways, all right, let's go ahead and do this draw here. We'll spin the wheel and find out who's getting themselves a bunch of books and maybe something else.
Ben Parker, Arsenal Maid. Yeah, man. Dracula. Ben Parker pulls it off.
Congratulations. Wow. All right. Congratulations. All right, Chris, this is your turn.
All right.
What are we going to get, Ben?
All right.
77
Now,
from the front.
Yeah.
You're going to go to another front short box.
I was gonna say I saw like a couple big books in there.
I did too.
When Alex was just like picking out those large numbers, I'm like, okay, let's try. My gut's saying 15 from the rear. Let's see if we get Ben that book I thought I saw. I'm only going to try this once though, Ben. I'm only going to try it once.
15 from the pooper. Here we go.
10, 12, 14, 15.
Did I find it? No.
RoboCop issue 7.
I tried.
Dance till you drop. Do the RoboCop.
Like even Babe Ruth said you can't.
I'll buy that for
all
$1.
the time. All right, let's go front to back.
All right.
And now.
Wonder Woman Black and Gold.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool. That's nice.
Yeah. Some of those covers from Wonder Woman's Black and Gold do
This
have
is issue
some
5.
value.
Yeah, I don't remember who did this cover. TT, whoever TT is. All right, what's next?
Let's go back to front. Now.
X-Men #1.
Nice. Okay.
There it is. There it is.
Jim Lee goodness.
Front to back. Now.
Ooh,
Alex Ross.
there you
Timeless.
go.
Boom.
Okay. You got 4. 2 more.
Put your thumb down. Right
Oh,
there.
this thumb?
Yes, right there. Look at that.
Oh,
Avengers 24.
Look at that.
very nice.
Boom.
Oh,
All right, last
final
book.
All right,
Yep.
let's let this ride for a sec, front to back, and we'll let it go. We'll let it go. We'll let it come back. And now.
X-Men 2099.
not bad.
#1.
Number
So,
one. With that
90s oily goodness.
with
Yeah.
that great UPC code right there, too.
It's a direct edition,
That's a
though.
direct edition.
Oh.
Just
Yeah, the foil age. Live and well here on SlabHub.
Although I do love, I have seen people post pictures like that when they go, "Oh, look, it's a newsstand," and it's like you're all, no, it does say direct edition right there in the UPC,
a
brother.
direct newsstand.
Congratulations, Ben. And I'll tell you, just so we're clear, Ben, that is not the X-Men 2099 #1 that I used on Whack Hack as my Whack Hack in Whack Comics.
I don't think that book exists anymore.
If you never saw it on Alex on Whack, if you know Whack Comics,
Oh yeah.
I when I appeared on there, we did for my Whack Hack, we did a cooking. I do barbecue competitions on the side and stuff, and so I had a PGX slab 9/8 one, and I cracked it open and pulled the book apart and used the book to wrap the meat in this in the smoker.
Oh man.
That way you knew it was sterile paper and stuff, and maybe you might get some mutant powers.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming on. I want to again thank you very much to Alex for coming on out and joining us on
Great
the show
books,
here
Alex.
today.
Much, man.
Appreciate it. Know that you have another commitment to run off to here.
Oh yeah.
So happy for that. Chris, as always, a pleasure to have you with me, my brother. And to all the
Pleasure's all
viewers
mine.
who come out and make this show possible. We really appreciate it, the feedback and everything else. And hey, even if you're not interested, maybe you're not a slab person and you're not interested in coming on Slab Hub, if you know somebody that you think that has a great collection that might be interested and want to nominate them, by all means, let me know and I'll reach out to them. I got no shame. All right, guys. Yeah, okay. So you got everyone tune into the Comic Games channel, I guess. Coming up this at what, the top of the hour here, or
Yeah. 20 minutes.
Yep. for their 2,000 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, until next time, do what you collect what you like. Don't listen to anybody. Don't let somebody tell you what you should or shouldn't collect, especially me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.